Welcome to Royal Telly, dear viewers. Our charming host, Chloe, greets you with a hearty hello. Let's dive straight into the topic at hand, shall we? It appears that Kate Middleton, yes, the Duchess herself, has made a startling discovery: trees. And just like that, it's been spun into a royal initiative. Now, don't get me wrong, trees are great. They're the lungs of our planet, they provide homes for countless creatures, and they're quite beautiful to boot. But in the grand scheme of things, isn't this a bit of a slap in the face? As we speak, the UK is crumbling under the weight of austerity. Families are making do with less, rationing heat, and cutting back on school lunches. And in the face of all this, we're supposed to believe that Kate, clad in couture boots and whispering sweet nothings to Bark, is the beacon of hope we've all been waiting for? Now, I'm all for appreciating the beauty in nature, but when it's packaged as a solution to the nation's problems, well, that's where I start to have issues. It feels like we're confusing privilege with purpose. Is this royal duty in 2025? Are we supposed to laud the Duchess for her connection with nature, while the working class struggle to access even the most basic green spaces? We're not even going to touch on the audacity of framing this as a mental health campaign. Yes, nature can be therapeutic, but when access to green spaces is shrinking faster than the polar ice caps, it's a bit of a moot point. The only nature most people are seeing is the potted plant by the bus stop. And while all this is happening, Megan Sussex is out there doing the actual work, advocating for maternal health, mental well-being, equity, and access, all without the need for a forest photo shoot. But despite all her efforts, she's the one being dragged through the mud. Is this an example of confusing privilege with purpose? We'll delve deeper into this. In this scene, we question what royal duty looks like in 2025. It's an interesting year, to say the least. We see a Duchess, decked out in couture boots, pointing at a fern, and suddenly she's being hailed as the mother of nature. It's as though she stumbled upon the concept of leaves and invented chlorophyll. And guess what? This woodland discovery is being framed as a mental health campaign. The audacity is astounding, isn't it? You see, at a time when green space access in working class areas is diminishing, when funding for these vital resources has been significantly cut, the royal family presents us with this spectacle. The only nature most people have access to is a potted plant by a bus stop, yet here we have a royal frolicking through private estates, lauding her connection with nature. Meanwhile, there's Megan Sussex, tirelessly working and advocating for crucial issues like maternal health, mental well-being, equity, and access. She's doing the real work without needing to pose for a forest photo shoot. But she's criticized time and time again. It's a stark contrast, isn't it? This is what royal duty looks like in 2025. It's privilege confused with purpose. It's performative PR dressed up in earthy tones and coated in helicopter exhaust. This is how the monarchy attempts to stay relevant without doing anything that truly matters. Let's be clear. This is royal greenwashing. It's packaging privilege as impact. It's woodland aesthetics as brand strategy. No policy, no action, no substance, just vibes and violins. If the royal family truly cared about mental health, they would fund youth access to parks. If they cared about nature, they would fight for public land, not perform on private estates. But that would mean doing something real, and we all know how allergic the monarchy is to that. Is the royal family trying to stay relevant without taking any substantial action? It appears so. But we, the Sussex squad, see through the smoke and the soft focus lens. We don't fall for curated compost and expensive boots pretending to be activism. Megan Sussex's legacy is built on purpose, not PR. And no amount of foliage-flavored footage can distract from the fact that the Windsors are still selling image over integrity. Now let's bring in the Sussex squad's perspective on this. While the palace is busy turning weekend strolls into national service, Megan Sussex has been out there on the ground doing the real work. She's been advocating for maternal health, mental well-being, equality, and access. She doesn't need a forest photo shoot to prove her worth or to make headlines. She's out there making a difference, one initiative at a time. But what's the media's response to Megan? They drag her through the mud, question her motives, and tear her down at every opportunity. On the other hand, Kate Middleton points at a fern during a woodland stroll, and suddenly she's hailed as an environmental savior. The double standards are glaring, and the Sussex squad is not afraid to call it out. Let's be crystal clear here. What we're witnessing with Kate's Green Initiative is nothing more than royal greenwashing. It's privilege packaged as impact, performative PR decked out in earthy tones and helicopter exhaust. It's the monarchy's desperate attempt to remain relevant without doing anything that truly matters. The media may not be willing to say it, but we are. This is cosplay. It's woodland aesthetic used as a brand strategy. There's no policy, no action, no substance, just vibes and violins. If the monarchy truly cared about mental health, they would fund youth access to parks. If they cared about nature, they would fight for public land instead of performing on private estates. But that would require real action, and we all know how allergic the monarchy is to that. The Sussex Squad sees through the smoke and the soft focus lens. We don't buy into the curated compost or the 1,200 pounds boots pretending to be activism. Meghan Sussex's legacy is built on purpose, not PR. No amount of foliage-flavored footage can distract from the fact that the Windsors are still prioritizing image over integrity. The Sussex Squad doesn't fall for curated compost and 1,200 pounds boots pretending to be activism. In this scene, we dissect what we call the monarchy's greenwashing. So let's talk about royal greenwashing. It's the art of making insignificant actions seem like grand gestures. It's all about packaging privilege as impact, creating a facade of environmental consciousness while sidestepping real issues. The royal family is no stranger to this tactic, folks. They've turned Kate's woodland walks into a mental health campaign, but let's not beat around the bush. When green space access in low-income areas is shrinking and funding has been slashed, this is nothing more than a carefully crafted PR stunt. It's a slap in the face to those who can only dream of a patch of greenery beyond the potted plant by their bus stop, and yet they have the audacity to frame this as a mental health initiative? Please, it's performative PR dressed up in earthy tones and the exhaust from their helicopter rides. Here's the truth. They're trying to stay relevant without doing anything that truly matters. But we're not buying it. It's all smoke and mirrors, a woodland aesthetic masquerading as a brand strategy. No policy, no action, no substance, just vibes and violins. If they genuinely cared about mental health, they would fund youth access to parks. If they truly love nature, they would fight for public land, not just perform on private estates. But that would mean doing something real, something tangible. And we all know how allergic the monarchy is to that. Let's not forget that Meghan Sussex has been doing the actual work, advocating for maternal health, mental well-being, equity, and access, without needing to stage a forest photo shoot, but she gets dragged every single time. While Kate, she points at a fern and suddenly she's Gaia. The Sussex Squad sees through the smoke and the soft focus lens. We don't fall for curated compost and 1,200 pounds boots pretending to be activism. Meghan Sussex's legacy is built on purpose, not PR. And no amount of foliage-flavored footage can distract from the fact that the Windsors are still selling image over integrity. If you care about mental health and nature, fund youth access to parks and fight for public land. As we wrap up our discussion, let's revisit the main points. We've delved into the royal green delusion where weekend strolls are spun into national service while the nation crumbles under austerity. We've looked at the royal duty in 2025, which seems to have been reduced to soft focus shots of a duchess discovering leaves as if she invented chlorophyll. We've also discussed the Sussex Squad's take on this situation. We see through the smoke and the soft focus lens. We don't fall for curated compost and couture boots pretending to be activism. We see Meghan Sussex's work advocating for maternal health, mental well-being, equity, and access without needing to stage a forest photo shoot. Her legacy is built on purpose, not PR. We've explored the royal greenwashing, where privilege is packaged as impact and performative PR is dressed up in earthy tones and helicopter exhaust. This is how the monarchy tries to stay relevant without doing anything that actually matters. We've seen how caring about mental health should mean funding youth access to parks, not just pointing at a fern. We've seen how caring about nature should mean fighting for public land, not performing on private estates. Let's remember, this is not about hating on anyone, but rather about wanting transparency and accountability. It's about demanding substance over style, action over aesthetics, and purpose over PR. It's about seeing through the woodland aesthetic and brand strategy and demanding real action and policy changes. We, the Sussex Squad, support Meghan Sussex's legacy of purpose. We support her advocacy for maternal health, mental well-being, equity, and access. We won't be distracted by foliage-flavored footage or the selling of image over integrity. Thank you for watching today's video on Royal Telly. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us keep these important conversations going. Until next time, this is Chloe signing off.